What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. I am Maz and I hope you're having a splendid day. Today we will continue the exterior modifications on my 2018 Mustang GT, and that is to give the front a addition which I believe is quite aggressive, and it makes a big difference to the appearance of the front of the car at least. And that is to actually install the Roush Heat Extractors for the 2018 GT and Ecoboost. So I've just laid them out here just to give a perception or perspective, I don't know what you want to call it, on how they look. So these are more or less for a permanent install. As you can see, these outer two how should I say, pins, or it will be pins here, or screws, they would actually, you would actually need to drill holes here somewhere, I don't know where exactly in the hood, and I don't want to do that. We will utilize the existing holes and use these 4 pins or bolts or whatever we want to call it, and then use the 3M adhesive tape, and I think that should be sufficient. I hope this is a rather quick install. So we need to lift the hood up, of course, and take the liner out, and holding the original vents in place, there is a bracket, so we need to remove that bracket. Once that bracket is removed, there are some pins that needs to be pushed, and we can remove this whole part. So let's do that. So there are push pins all over in the liner here, which we need to remove, and once that's removed, we will reveal the 2 brackets which we need to remove them. Now that we have the hood liner removed, so we have exposed these 2 brackets. These, I don't know if they have to remove. So they have these 4 bolts, 9mm bolts, which needs to be undone. And then, as you can see, these pins here are for the actual vents. You could potentially push these up without removing the whole bracket, because this is glued to the hood with the double-sided tape, but the actual vents have some tabs which needs to be pressed in order to be released, and I'm not sure if it's going to be possible to do so without removing this piece here, as there is a risk of breaking those tabs while removing the vents. But let's start off with removing the bolts at least, and we'll see. I think we removed this plastic bracket before. I can't get to get the hood vents to release, so there are some push pins, I believe, which needs to be pressed in order to release the hood vents. So now this bracket is off, as you can see where the double-sided tape has been. So if you want to do it yourself, you would know where to put the prying tool or similar to get this off. Here is the tab, I believe, which needs to be pressed in order to release the hood vent. Let me see if there is anything else here. No. And also here you can see how much of a hole there is in order for heat to be extracted from the engine bay. We'll go on and remove the adhesive here, so we have a clean surface. Finally, the adhesive is removed. I have some double-sided 3M tape which I will apply here and here, so when we finish it off we have a similar type of install as the OEM. So this is the tab then. And just going back, I think removing the adhesive is the part that's going to take most time, if you are even going to remove it. I'm not sure even why I did it, but anyhow. So hopefully then when we press this tab and push on the pins, the original hood vent will release. There you go. Much simpler. So dirty. And I just cleaned the car. Stupid me, I should have done this after this part. But that's the way it goes. We still have to clean this before we continue. I have washed the area now. I will go over it with CarPro's eraser just to ensure that area where the actual hood vent will go is as clean as possible and that we get a good adhesion between the double-sided tape. The next step before we continue is to apply these blackout graphics. This in order not to have the body paint showing through the hood vents. So these are site specific. You have a marking on the label here. It says right hand side. So this goes on the passenger side. And then you have left hand side. This goes on the driver's side as such. Before we peel these off, I will do a mixture of soap and water, which we will spray on this area and on the back side of the graphics in order for us to have more room when we want to apply this. And then we will use a squeegee or a credit card or whatever you have to push out the soap and water mixture, and then we are good to go with applying or mounting the hood vents. Provided are 12 studs, 6 on each side, but as we won't be doing the drilling, we won't need the 2 for the most outer part. So you would use an Allen key and screw this in, and they should protrude 22 millimeters once you're finished. And this is where the bolts will go down to keep this in place. I have now applied the double-sided tape. Next is then to align this, and then we're almost finished with the right side, or the passenger side at least. Next is then to install or reinstall the OEM bracket. Oh my god. Fuck. I guess we have to look for that bolt somewhere, or hardware somewhere in the engine bay. God damn it. We have now fastened 8mm bolts that came in the kit. Next is to install the hood liner and close the hood and see the results. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end result, and it made a significant difference on the front of the car and also on the hood. The OEM hood vents are really good looking, and so are these. However, they make the appearance a bit different because these are much bigger than the OEM ones, so the presence on the hood is really different. However, the last 2 bolts that you would then have to drill in the hood are there for a reason. If you look, there's a gap between the hood vent and the actual hood, and the 3M tape is not holding it in place. So we have to find a solution for this because my OCD is flourishing right now. However, going around, the fit and finish is good but not perfect. The same on the other side. Here it's actually closer to the hood. We'll see if we can find a solution to put some more 3M tape here somehow, and also apply some pressure over a longer period to see if we can get it closer to the hood. And the black graphic, as you can see, is doing its job. However, considering the price of these, one could argue from a quality perspective and for what they are, it's quite expensive. I mean, they are around $220, $230, but I don't know what you can find which would be much cheaper and give this aggressive look, honestly, as they are a matte black finish with some structure to it. They fit the splitter, the OEM splitter, really nicely, and also the lower grill, but not the upper grill. As you can see, it's totally different, so these are not matching, but we got remedy for that. Stay tuned for that video where we will change the front of the car even more. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was all for today's video. I hope it gave you some insight on how to install your Roush Heat Extractor for your 2018 and 19 Mustang GT and Ecoboost. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment sections below, or any thoughts. I'll try to answer them the best I can. As you saw, it's not a complex install, it just takes some time. And also the steps that took the longest was to remove the adhesive and apply the black graphics. But apart from that, you're good to go. Don't forget to subscribe. 1 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. Until the next time.